Hi there, Mark here again, and today I've been working on the polycarbonate body for my Subaru Brat. I thought it was about time I got a body on it and got the first running. So as you know, the Subaru Brat comes with two bodies, so you get the hard body as well, and I shall be doing a bit more of an intricate or an in-depth job on this and make this a bit of a shelf queen. But as this is going to be the runner or the basher body, I thought I'd just have a quick go and not muck about too much, just get the thing done. And as you can see, I haven't bothered filming the cutting out or the spraying because it's just a pain in the backside, to be honest with you, and I wanted to get the job done without my head being in the way of the camera. So this is where I've got with it. Cut it out. The arches were a bit of a pain because they're not like a constant curve, they curve more at the outsides and curve less in the middle, so that was quite tricky, front and back. And the front valance thing is really flimsy and thin, which is a bit of a pain, but it's done now. As you can see, I've painted it in PS17. You can see I've stuck the lid onto the body so I can hold on to it for spraying. So it's quite a vibrant metallic green, and as you can see there's a load of black down the side. And what I tried to do was I got my scalpel or my hobby knife and I cut away the protective film around these kind of bumpers on the side, or the rubbing strips, whatever they're called, and the front bumper and the rear bumper. And so I effectively used the overspray film as masking for the outside, and obviously sprayed that PS5 black on the outside. So let's have a look what it looks like. I only had half a tin of the PS17 and I thought I'll back it with silver, and it doesn't really matter if it doesn't cover equally because, like I say, it's going to be a basher anyway. But let's see if this has worked. I always like this part of a body job anyway, taking the masking off, or the overspray film I should say. Well, that's not too bad. I did struggle a little bit trying to keep the knife in a straight line when I was cutting along these. It was a bit tricky, I've got to admit, so excuse any wavy lines you might see. But yeah, I think that's done the trick. It does say in the instructions to paint from the inside with brush on PS paint, but I haven't got any of that. You can't get any of that anymore, so this has had to do. Okay, yeah, so the green didn't cover that well. Got a few little blemishes, but yeah, we'll get some stickers on and soon cover those up. But I think the main thing, which is the bumpers, it looks okay. I think this was supposed to be silver in the middle, but hey, it's all black now. And I did leave that valance at the bottom in body colour. If I can get the film off. It's weird, the paint itself is peeling off the top of the overspray film. I've got it now. So yeah, it's kind of done the trick of what I wanted it to do. And at the back I've left it black all the way to the bottom of the body because I think that's how it should have been. Okay, so there we go. Doesn't look too bad, does it? Like I say, I've got a few blemishes here where I didn't cover properly with the green, but I think, like I say, for a basher it'll be fine. So you do get comprehensive sticker set with it, and it does say these stickers are for the Lexan body, but I'm going to use these on the hard body. Obviously I've got the windows here, so I'm going to get these cut out now, and I've got a selection of stickers from other kits that I've had that I've saved, and bits and bobs lying around, so I'll have a sort through those and see what I can put on, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a few stickers on now, or decals, some people call them. I've got some sponsors on the back, covered over a bit of a dodgy paint job there, so we'll just carry on with it. And I've got to say that these window decals are a pain in the backside. They really are, because the flat part of the window goes down okay. A bit difficult to keep bubbles out of it, but the edges, the frames, I've got to fold round the mouldings in the body, and that is quite tricky to do. Like I say, especially without getting bubbles in. So there's the one. I've just started doing this one here, so I've taken the backing off the front, as you can see there, and just forced the front bit on. And what I've needed to do is get me stick and just push into these mould lines and make sure I get the balls out. So I'll just carry on and finish this one a little bit at a time. So I find it's best if you start pushing from the middle and slowly move outwards. Use my nail to find that body line around the window frame and just get the inside bit stuck on first. It does help to use a stick, as I said, when you get to the corners. Got a bit of a bubble in there. Right then, when that inside bit's done, we can try and fold the silver frame around the body lines. It's not perfect, I know, but like I said, it's a bit of a basher, but it's you don't want it full of bubbles. It'd look terrible, so that looks passable, I think, and it's a little bit better than the one I did on the other side. So we'll just get on and finish off the stickers. Cross your fingers for me and I'll be back in a bit. Right then, we're getting there now, and the cross fingers didn't really work too well, because as I was putting this big front windscreen sticker on, as I pulled it to try and get it lined up, it split completely through. It just ripped. I don't know if you'll be able to see, if you get the light on it there, but you can just about see, and there's a gap at the top there where it's split straight through. And luckily I've been able to kind of align it back up again, so it's not too bad, but no, not ideal at all, that. But the rest of the stickers went on. They're bits and bobs that I found lying around, quite pleased with that. And what I've also done is I've strengthened up where the body mounts, so I've got some of the offcut from the body itself, and I've used that across the front there and put an extra hole in it. You might just about see, held it down with some double-sided tape and some Gorilla tape over the top, and then just double-sided tape. There's an extra piece on there, if you can see, so because the body is actually quite flimsy. Look at this, I'm hardly applying any pressure, and it's one of the wobbliest Tamiya bodies that I've ever encountered. So I put it on the chassis, and it just twists like that, and it's made worse by the single mount at the front. So just watch, if I put a little bit of pressure on here, you can see the whole thing's flexing at the back as well. So that's what we're trying to cure. So what I'm going to try and do is strengthen it up a little bit. I've got these wooden skewers, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit them along the side with a bit of double-sided tape and a bit more of that Gorilla tape, and we'll see if that fixes the problem. Okay, so that's the reinforcement done. As I say, one of the sticks down each side, and held in place by tape, and I've got to say, it does move a little bit, but it is such a lot stronger than it was, and hopefully it won't flap about so much when it's running, and it should look a bit better on a run video. So let's just get it onto that chassis. So there we have it, my basher body is finished. I shall take it outside and get some shots of it in the daylight, because it does look a lot different in the daylight, this colour. It really does pop. I hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for following along, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!